Welcome to Wayfarianfx, where we try to analyze the Forex market as to what might happen. And this video is basically about what can happen in this coming week from December 9th till Friday. Right, well, first things first is, of course, please like and subscribe our channel. Try to comment on any information that you would require. There is a free course that we are conducting. So if you would like to be a part of it, wherein we will teach you about the basics, fundamentals, and the advanced technical analysis of Forex online trading. All you have to do is you can either WhatsApp me on this number, or else you can just register yourself on the link, and you will get a call from me directly. Okay, but let's do this. It is really nice, is because this is one of these opportunity which can certainly let us do what we want to do in life. This is the independence, that we can create for ourselves. So let's understand as to what might happen. Let's first understand fundamentally as to what are the things for this coming week from December 9th till December 13th. Now, as we see that there are a lot of important news that are there, especially on Wednesday, which is going to be a very important day for generally gold traders and people who are trading into dollar index, including the Bitcoin as well, to some extent. Yes. So you see, there are a lot of important news that is going to come in, where we shouldn't be avoiding this week, is because last week, as we know, that it was really very good in terms of the fundamentals as well. However, even after having such great positive news with US dollar as well, we did not find a lot of movement, downwards or bearish movement in gold. Okay, so we will also be discussing about why this thing happens and why did it happen though in the first place. Now, so we will consider all these news that is going to coming that is going to come in, and we'll make sure that you do have your eyes on this important news. Is because if you look at the core CPI month on month, we certainly expect this to be a little positive in terms of, because if you look at from the previous state as well, this has improved, but this this is something that we are expecting it to be a little positive, which can give gold which can give the US dollar, I'm sorry, a little more extra punch in terms of, or extra power. Correct. So this is very, very important on December 11th. Make sure that you trade accordingly on this, which is very important. In terms of the other news around the world, of course, the war situations is not taking a lot of hype. Yes, and even if you look at the Israel-Gaza war or the Ukraine-Russia war, of course Russia is not stopping from its end, which says that of course they are trying to go full on to onto Ukraine, and then achieve what they want to, and this is basically where I believe that yes, there would be an involvement from the US as well, and from rest of the world as well, coming in these coming months. So I want you to focus and keep yourself updated with this thing, so you don't make a lot of mistakes, a lot of errors. Certainly, you see, even after all these reasons, like I told you, US had some positive news as well, but at the same time the war situation was there, and that is one of the basic reasons why there was a balance out in the gold movement. When you see gold did not go downwards a lot as it was expected, because of the positive news coming in from for the US dollar, was still it did not happen, correct? And this is what we try to understand and analyze, because now coming to the technical part of it, which is very, very important. And before we come to go, let's understand the dollar index. Okay, now dollar index right now is at like 105.970, which we understand that this also has a particular range, correct? and the maximum range that it has connected to being the sell zone at 106.895. So, and the buy zone at a range of 105.27 to 105.06. So this certainly is a very, very good range. However, now we are at the equilibrium point of this particular market, as you see over here, right? And if you look at this trend line that we have, now there is a possibility. Now, let's understand one thing. The previous week, there was a gap down. Previous week to that as well, there was a gap up. Correct. The market has been giving consecutive two gap ups and gap down over here, which certainly indicates that there can be a lot of expectations on those grounds as well. So what do we expect from dollar index? Is of course now that it has Friday. Of course, it ended on a lower note. However, there is a possibility that it may give you the gap either somewhere over here back again to try and cross this area to reach the buy zone, or else it will try and somewhere upper on the trend line. Okay, somewhere over here, maybe 106.15, this range which is there, and will try to touch this 106.36 to take the correction back further. Now, understand one thing, people, is that whenever the market opens up on a Monday, we have to, always believe this is that Monday can be a time where there can be a lot of fake openings. Yes, and that is one thing that we have to analyze, because every day if we see early in the morning when the market starts, as per the nation, as per the time session, you will see that there would be a fake movement, which then later on, corrects itself. So this is one thing that I would want you to, understand, and well, this is where a lot of people make mistakes. So make sure that you don't just open the deal, buy or sell, just anywhere. But because we know the range and we know that we can wait, because the market is 24/7, so we know that we can wait. All we got to do is just wait for the right time, and then that's when you hit, and that's when you take the maximum profit, because this is one of the best things to do. Correct. So DXY, like we said, dollar index will certainly try and show some bullish movement in the start of the day and try to recover back when in this line, so that it reaches the buy zone, wherein you get a very good buy position then. And if it certainly crosses this, then you have a sell zone to wait for. Correct. Because if you look at those previous from here, if you look at these spikes, you see these are all temporary. These are all like, okay, it went up, but it did not go up. It did not cross. It just kind of came down. Correct. So this is one thing that I would want you to focus on. Now coming to gold, which is again bouncing in the range zones with making small hills across the mountains. So as we see over here, now this is one factor that I would want you to understand, because since a long, long time, yeah, the gold has been giving this particular movement of going in a range, and that's how we get a sell zone and the buy zone, which is going into the range. Now over here, the possibilities. Now let's understand the possibility. Now, because we know that gold has been, of course, just a minute. Now, gold has been going through this particular segment of, from here and then from here, and then again it went back up, again it went back up. Now, this is one of the things, if you see, now this is where it should probably try and cross this point over here. All right. This is technically what makes sense, is because most of the time this particular pattern eventually tries, and then the third time, if you look at it, it will just go away. Now over here we already have the three dips down here. However, for the upper highs, we see that there are two, and there is a possibility that the third time it tries, it will just go past by, right? And we get a good sell zone. Now, here's what I want you to make a note of. If you look over here, we have got good sell zones coming in at, of course, once it crosses this 2651, which is a very important line or rejection point, which we have already discussed in the previous videos as well. However, the moment it crosses this 2665 level, the first level that we see over here, 2665, right? If it does not crosses that, you have a very good sell position, because after that you have a long till, of course, for the swing as well, you've got a good margin to play, right? Now, if it crosses this level, then we know that the next level, if you get like 2675 to 2685, which is the final level as a sell for a very good sell position, right? Because this is a very, very strong resistance, and from here you might see a rejection and coming down further. Now, in terms of buy zone, because when you look at the long term, when you look at the long term trend, we see that it's still bullish, right? Though in the 4 hours, you see, of course, it might just give you some a bearish momentum. However, if you look at the long-term perspective, of course, it's in a very good buy zone still, a buy trend still. So considering that fact, we would like to understand that these buy levels that we are looking at, right? Provided, of course, you wait over here, because the market can just probably go down, and this can be your very good buy zone between 2615 till 2605. Yeah, so 2605 anywhere to 2600 as well. You can try and get a very good buy zone, right? And if it falls down further, right, you do have yourself, the next level being 2575 to 2570, which again makes a very good buying zone, even for that matter 2583. So anywhere between the line between 2585 to 2575 can be a very good buy zone again. And then finally we have between, of course, this 2545 to 2530, which makes a very ideal buy zone for the long-term position traders. These are the levels that I want you to keep in mind, because this is going to be the levels where you see, because the market is in range, market will not, market maybe this week will also give you a range. However, the range can be a little bigger, right? So keeping all these things in mind, this is what the technical aspects talk about gold. And of course, even when you look at this is one thing of the prediction. If you look at the gold, we do have this 2595 as 1 month prediction. However, this keeps changing, as you all know. However, what we have to understand is there is a very good position over here as 2732 or 2715. So anywhere between 2715 to 2732 can be a very good sell positions again. Yes, so you have to keep this level in mind, is because this is how we would understand, and we would certainly analyze and come to a safe decision, putting in all the risk that we can. All right. Well, so that is all. If you have any comments, if you have any questions, you can always put it in the comment box. And please like, share, and subscribe. And make sure that you do register yourself for a free course on your basics, fundamentals, and the technical analysis. Well, I really thank you so much. You have a wonderful day and a wonderful week of trading.